It's week 1 of the 2027 season, where we've got ourselves a rematch of last year's AFC title game. It's the Chiefs and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Thursday night primetime.
Five glorious months of football about to get underway. We're all set, and away we go in a new NFL season. This return makes it up to the 25. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play.
The rush gets home, and they stick it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. An 8-yard gain on that run, but they're going to need an even heftier gain. Third and pretty long here. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Woo! I am not sure how we didn't see a safety right there. Oh, my gosh. I don't think I'm the only one nervous in the building because that QB kept going back and back and was heading right for disaster, but saved himself just a couple yards short.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So they come on offense now, ready for their opening drive. And leading them out is the second overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of a league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, well, how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Get the fullback involved here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, when you're a defender and you see them give that quick little take to the fullback, you just have to stop him before he gets started. They piled on him and held him to minimal yardage.
Running for it, here's Gibbs. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. Sending the tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Second down run by Pacheco. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Andrew Cooper takes it away. And the Dragons will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Back to throw, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Dragons getting their punter out there. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Bronk. But what we haven't seen so far in this, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They motion the tight end over. 3rd down, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Tressway on to punt. His first punt win 50. This is away and looks even better. Duke the defender. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. 1st and 10 from the 41. Here comes their offense out again. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet, still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Gotta find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Finds his man, Chase. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He's got Bowers working the sideline. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to...
Well, I think we can all see this one, partner. All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. He's on the move. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Dragons go up 6-0 here in the 1st. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And Brock, these guys are still searching. They are still searching for their first points, but beyond that, they don't even have a first down yet.
Not even one?
No, they're still searching. Completes this one to Gray. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 2nd and 3 now. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down rate.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. So they bring Trustway back out there for another punt. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. 58 yards on the punt there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls in. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They're looking at 3rd and 7. Into the hands of Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st down, Stroud. Jukes out a 1-stop. He just juked another. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. Complete here to Bowers. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play. Gibbs. Only a yard that time, and now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
They'll try Gibbs again. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Dragons pull that in front further. 13-zip. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Dragons double their lead to 14. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense out to take over. And they're still looking for their first signs of life on offense. Haven't even been able to get a first down off this defense just yet. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Finds his man Gray. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Offense to the line for second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Hauled in by Rice. This is ahead for about 5. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Trying to throw here out of the gun. State pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. The Dragons and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. The 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Stroud off the play fake. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Another one for Gibbs. Jukes one defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Gibbs has the touchdown. The Dragons take a 20-zip lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons stretch their lead to 21. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punt, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their 2nd drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. They send a receiver in motion right. They'll cobble together a yard there. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. Call it 1 yard on the play. That leaves them with 3rd and 14. Back to throw Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. Kansas City sends out its punt team. Escapes a defender. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Dragons returning their offense and this running back to the field. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And they had that one contained right at the line. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Japan. Chiefs in a nickel set for this 3rd down call. Running back sent in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He puts some air under this one, deep right. He's got it deep downfield. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Dragons boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Dragons continue piling onto this lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
Offense in the hurry up here. 1st down throw, Mahomes. Lays out left side and gets it. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They'll send their tight end right. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Hauled in by Gray. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Again, Mahomes to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Third and 2, Mahomes to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Another throw for Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. This will be from 52 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we've reached that. Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly today. We're skipping right through to the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Return starts at the 9. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Dragons and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Motioning him from the slot right. From the 48. Completes this one to Chase. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They give to Gibbs on the option. And he's able to get this down to the 36. He's been the fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he works his way for a gain of 4. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. On play action, here's Stroud. Completes, it's Bijan Robinson. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And they're going to have a 1st down. Again, it's Gibbs. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Stroud. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Stroud. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, but couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down. Out comes the kick team to attempt this field goal. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that gives them a 28-point advantage.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Their offense ready to take the field now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. Motioning one of the tight ends. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Wiley hauls it in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Back to the air, Mahomes. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Fits it through the middle. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs start the second half with some needed points. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Reed now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They've got 1st down from the 31. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Escapes the pocket. He's contained at the line for no gain. David Ojabo making that tackle. Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on 3rd down. To the air, Stroud. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut.
Well, I think we can all see this. Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. He's keeping it, he's going for it, and he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision, one they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. An option give to Robinson. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
Working inside the red zone. This is complete to Gibbs.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Stroud gets himself free. Buys time, rolling right. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Fights off the pressure. Oh, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Dragons stretch their lead on the final play of the 3rd. C.J. Stroud the touchdown. Well, Brock, not the way I imagined it was designed there on 4th and goal, but I don't think these coaches cared how he got the job done. Just make sure you get in for 6.
Yeah, really just 2 options here as the game speeds up down there, right? Find a
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Now outruns their offense to take over. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Play action, Mahomes. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Not helping themselves with that penalty, and now lining up to try this 4th down. Mahomes to throw for it. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And they'll hold him up after a short carry to the 44. Call it a lone yard on the run. It's going to be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll get it up to the 27.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Completes this one to Gray. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. One of the tight ends in motion left. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Connects with Wiley. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Another throw for Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Chiefs.
Throwing again, Mahomes. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
13 yards. It's 2nd down.
Another try following the sack. And oh, he drops it. He had all the space in the world, Brock. He got behind the defense, and he just looked away before he brought it in. A big missed opportunity. Third and long for Mahomes. He's got Brown on the slant. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A conversion unlikely, but the offense is going for it. 4th and 13. They'll go. It's Mahomes. Into a crowd, and oh, intercepted. Edgerrin Cooper takes it away. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Breaks the tackle, still going. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Gibbs now from the gun. Juke the defender. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. And he's certainly given us a performance worthy of these primetime lights. This is now a 100-yard game that he's put together. 2nd and 3 now. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. Jukes out a one-stop. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's another. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
From the gun, Stroud. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock, even if it would have been a touchdown. That was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time.
And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown! The Dragons keep running away with this. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons grow their lead yet again. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The offense getting set to go. They gave one away on their first drive of the season. Now it's time to get one back with a touchdown on drive number 2. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. All right, all set up now, 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Again, Mahomes to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Edgerrin Cooper takes it away. And the Dragons get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Coming right is Gibbs. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Now Gibbs. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. That's going to be 6 on the run, so that brings up 3rd and right around 8. Running it with Gibbs. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 4 yards the pickup that time, partner. They're set up closer. 4th and goal upcoming. Punter on now, and he gets into this one. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, it's too bad that yellow line that we all see on TV isn't actually out on the field, because it might have kept him from throwing that one.
You know, and I'm surprised, frankly, we don't see this more. It's just a tremendous spidey sense that these dual threat quarterbacks have of today.
Yeah.
They're out in the field, they're running around. Yeah, we don't see this nearly as much as, well, we would have back in my day where we played within the pocket so much more.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they're no doubt happy to get their season off on the right track and claim the first victory of this new campaign.